Hey everyone, and welcome to the 95th episode of We're All in the Same Boat. I'm your host, Luke Roxwold, and today we are talking about UFOs, FaceApp, storming Area 51, Bob Lazar, and everything related to aliens, the government, and the fact that, you know, the world's going to end pretty soon, like we keep talking about. So, today I am here with Michael.
What's up?
And Shayne.
Hola.
And as always, you can check us out on Instagram at WAITSB Podcast. We just posted up a poll talking about our experiences with FaceApp, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So if you wanted to participate in that, you should go follow us. I think you ran out of time because this is 24 hours later. The story's gone, so you missed out.
Too late.
Wouldn't it be great to not miss out on the next one? That's right, person listening to this podcast. Follow our Instagram, WAITSB Podcast. So, gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Is there a negative way, or what is the most negative way to say okay in a text message?
K.
K.
Especially if it's lowercase.
I'm asking for a friend.
Yes, I think, well, you know what? Sometimes I think okay, like O and K, is a little disrespectful too, but...
I do that all the time.
Well, it depends on the context.
Don't ever disrespect me by putting both the letters ever again.
No, it just depends on the context, because there's so many other words you can say besides okay. Okay is just a bland two-letter word. It's like, okay, you obviously don't care, so now I'm offended.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and we were talking about it at work, where we were saying, like, what's the most like passive aggressive way to say it? Because there's a lot of different ways to say it. It's like K, okay, all lowercase, okay, all uppercase.
We're talking about texting.
Yeah,
just
okay
right now. Yeah,
the full word. You know, okay, AY, like the full word. The full word capitalized. Any of the ones I just said with a period. Any of the ones I said with multiple periods.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of ways to write that word.
An even number of periods is always bad.
K period.
Like 2 periods or
2
4
periods versus 3.
Because 2 is like, all right, so 1 period is like, I'm done with this thought. 3 is, this is going to go on, which can be passive aggressive, but 2 periods is like,
I needed you to notice that I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's like just a little bit like, it's passive aggressive, but like
3 can be an ellipsis.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's annoying. Okay,
ellipsis isn't as bad as the 2,
K
but also, and people act like the 2 can be an accident, but you double space to get the period if you do your phone right.
It's never an accident. Don't believe anyone who tells you it's an accident.
Here's the thing. So like I said, I was trying to think about which one is the worst, and I feel like it's way worse to have it be a passive aggressive text that took effort to be passive aggressive. So if someone just says K, one letter K, send, it's almost like maybe they just didn't want to take the time to really write a whole lot. So there's like, I got your message, K, that's the fastest, most efficient response I can give you. K, done. But if it's like, okay, the full word, period. It's like, you put a lot of effort into writing the word okay. You couldn't have just said like, I got it, or sounds good. It's okay, the full word written out, but I don't want to say anything more.
Nothing else. So
I don't know. I was just thinking about that, and I was talking to my coworkers about that the other day, and they all said K, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely putting more work into being passive aggressive is the most aggressive way to be passive aggressive, which is the worst kind.
It is.
It's the most aggressive you can be passively.
Exactly, because it's one thing if you just ignore them. That's kind of annoying, but like you can assume you can give them the benefit of the doubt in that case. But like when you do something like that, you're like, I want them to know that I don't want to talk to them.
I want them to communicate that I'm being passive aggressive.
Yeah.
So I'm going to write the full word with a period, with 2 periods. Boom.
Also, come to think about it, I feel like I'm not trying to like make any statement with this. I just feel like
yes, you are.
I don't think guys ever write out the word okay, except for old people.
Do women? Is that stereotypically from women?
I guess I feel like women do more, but also women tend to like write better. I don't know.
That's true.
Michael.
I do think women in general have better grammar.
Ahead, Michael.
And they spell better.
Or at least say like,
I don't use
purposely
the full word.
Have good grammar in all contexts, generally.
That's true.
They
like
just
for us, it's like if I'm writing a formal email, it's like, hello, good sir. This is my very formally written letter that has lots of punctuation. You know, but then when I'm writing a text, it's like, okay, yeah, cool, all right, like fine, like just no missing letters and like combining words,
Yeah.
you know, and just actually, you just did this today. You're like, I'm on Discord. No, you guys.
Yeah, I literally said that. And then right before that, Nick was like, I can't be on. And Shayne goes, that's okay. I said, no, it's not. I meant to say, no, it's not. But I said it anyway.
What's so funny is you sent it, you never acknowledged it, you never corrected it, and nobody said anything about it. We just
I didn't even notice.
I mistype I mistype so much that it autocorrects my mistypes to worse types now. Always.
You do the voice to text thing too, and you don't care.
Yeah,
you just send it.
I honestly, it actually bothers me a lot, but I'm at the point where I'm just done dealing with it. Like whenever I write the word because, I've misspelled it so many times, it always autocorrects to bequace. Every time.
It's not even a real word.
And ever since I've gotten an iPad, this is going to sound really dorky, but this is the truth. Whenever I type the word lightsaber, it always capitalizes it every time, because one time I capitalized it. Honestly, I probably do say the word lightsaber more than you'd expect.
How often do you type lightsaber?
But not
how
capital
often
letters.
Is lightsaber the first word that you say in a sentence?
Right.
It's one thing to say. Think about it though. Like, how many ways could you work lightsaber into a conversation? It's like, I could do it a lot. But when is it the first word out of a sentence?
Lightsabers are cool.
That's like, yeah, lightsabers are what I want.
I probably never use it in the first word, but I definitely use it maybe one out of every 200 days.
Lightsabers need to be in Star Wars more.
They do. Yeah. That is actually a fact.
Honestly, it's lightsabers, comma, and then anything can follow after that.
Lightsabers. So, yeah. Today I have to go grocery shopping.
But I'm at the point where I just let my voice text and my autocorrects just go. If it's someone that knows me well, they know what's going on.
It's almost like the way we're saying it makes it sound like it's a word to say when you're frustrated. Lightsabers.
I know.
Well, for me, I gotta go to the grocery store.
Like, I'm about to take that idea.
Like, I bought these new Lego lightsabers for my Lego man.
Hell yeah! It's like, I bought these. Period. Lightsabers! Exclamation mark.
Exactly.
No, I'm like trying to write the script or whatever, and there's a character in it that's gonna be like a Star Wars fanatic. So like, oh great, I'm gonna take that now. Every time he's frustrated, he's like, lightsabers. Oh, my lightsabers.
So anyway, that's the first thing I want to ask you. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about was it's a little bit of a story, but it's very short. At least the whole story happened in like 2 seconds. But I'm going to make the story way longer than the amount of time it took. Okay, so
as you do. Let's get
there's lots of things to be afraid of. People are afraid of things like snakes. Ruji is afraid of frogs. I know some people like cockroaches, spiders, right? Rats, all these different animals that people are afraid of. So I find myself like, I don't like cockroaches because they're kind of like poop that like runs at you. They're like just really gross, and they just like, huh? It's not like a no, seriously, hold on.
That's just a great way to describe it. I thought before.
Because they're really just gross. It's not like they're dangerous. They're just gross, and they run up. They can run up your leg.
I've never been attacked by a cockroach, so I'm not sure.
If you were barefoot and there was a cockroach and you were in between it and its home, and you turn the light on, that thing's going to run over your foot.
No, don't get me wrong. I've had them run over my feet before, but never like up my leg. I don't think.
Over. But anyway, so like cockroaches, I don't like cockroaches very much because they're just gross. Like I can kill a cockroach, but I just don't. They're like, ugh,
can you?
I don't want to touch those things. Those things are just nasty. Things like frogs, I don't care so much about. Snakes, they don't scare me too much. Spiders, I don't mind, but I still don't like spiders, but I'm not like terrified of spiders. However, if I was hypothetically driving and I notice a big spider web connecting different parts of my car, then it's like, oh man, okay, let's clean up these spider webs here. I don't like that this is going on. But the thing is, like, if that's what I'm doing, the spider is in the car. So then I leave and I come back the next day, spider webs are back. So then I rip them all apart, right? So there's a spider that is in my car, and he's like really pissed off at me because I keep coming in and tearing up his webs and then leaving, right? So he's probably like in his room, like psyching himself up, like, I hate this guy. I'm going to get him. He keeps breaking my stuff, and I'm going to take care of him. So the other day, I got into my car, and the spider decided to act out his plan. and he came out of the little visor thing. Like I was driving, 40 miles an hour or something, and he came out of the little visor thing you put down to block the sun right there. Whew. Okay. So like I said, I'm not super terrified of spiders, but it scared me so bad. And like, here's the thing. The spider wasn't like a big spider. It was like a little tiny little spider, but it was just right there in my face and it came out of nowhere and it startled me. And to kill the spider, I could have, like, with the force of a feather with one finger, just dead, right? Just a little done. Mm-hmm. I punched the top of the car to try to kill the spider. And I hit it hard. Like my hand hurt. I just got so startled that I just uppercutted the roof of the car. And I realized that
oh my goodness,
the amount of force that I put into that punch that was the equivalent of me getting crushed by like a moon. Just like this giant fist just bam. And so he's gone now. But
he didn't deserve that, Luke.
When you're afraid, man, it scared me so bad that I just uppercutted the roof of the car. It's like my hand hurt, Mm-hmm. So that happened at the end.
So I was just imagining the scene when Thanos threw the moon at Iron Man. And he's like, if you throw a moon at me one more time, this spider's like, if you punch me with your giant fist one more time.
That's pretty much, picture the spider coming out and then just that same scene where he throws the moon, but instead it's my fist just.
Poor spider.
Yeah. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, but apparently.
But just half a Spider-Man is your enemy.
There's a very specific condition. Spider must be followed by man. Otherwise, they get smashed with my fist. I got crushed with the moon.
Exactly.
So, anyway, that's it. That's the end of my story. I'm done.
Cool. That's a story. That's a very relatable story. I definitely don't fear bugs in general, but when they're in your car, you feel like they could just like get on you and get inside your arm.
I feel like I'm going to flip the car over.
The bug that I fear the most, I guess it's a bug, but, and it's really sad to say, but ants. I cannot.
What?
Ants.
That is sad.
Ants.
That is embarrassing.
They creep me out, and it's only because one, I don't like seeing a large amount of them just because they're so tiny and they move so fast. And
like fire ants or like
no, just ants that like come into your house. Basic run-of-the-mill ants. Nothing special about them. But it's because they're so small that you won't even notice when they crawl up on you. And I've had many of them like been on me before, and it just like makes my skin crawl, and I have like mini panic attacks. And I don't know what it is. I just developed it recently. It never used to bother me, but now I get so uncomfortable.
Have you ever gotten attacked by a bunch of ants?
I don't think so. I used to eat ants in high school as a challenge.
You were that kid that was like, I can eat ants.
I did it one time.
Dude, how much would you give me if I eat this ant right now? Like $5?
I got $10
Dude,
for eating a powdered donut that had ants on it that was sitting in the rain.
Wait. It was a whole bunch of ants all at once?
It was like maybe 8 at the most, if I can remember.
Like $1.20 per ant.
Yeah.
I was very brave back in those days.
I'm trying to think if I would do that. I would eat a single ant for $10, no question.
I ate a cricket for free one time.
Oh, wow.
But it was in a package.
No, it was not in a package. It was alive, but it was like, I was helping out a youth group at church, and they had a Fear Factor day going.
Oh, is that youth group?
They had a bunch of bugs to eat. So some kids ate bugs. I was like, well, I had to eat a bug too. I'm an adult. I'm not scared.
Wait
your
youth
minute?
group did a Fear Factor and fed you real bugs?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait a second.
Dude, also, the weirdest thing is
did
this
you
one
leave
kid.
that church? No, just kidding.
I did, but not for that reason. This one kid actually, like, he had to eat a cockroach. And he's like, oh, wait, I can't do that. He goes, I can't do that. I'm allergic to cockroaches. And we're like, how do you know that?
Wait a second. They made him eat a cockroach, a live one?
They
were going
forced
to.
him.
He's allergic, apparently.
It was alive?
It was alive. So you
What
had to eat like
sick
2 worms.
church
or
is
something like
this?
that.
What kind of
It was
exactly?
Fear
This
Factor
is
day, man.
horrible.
No,
It was Fear Factor. Dude, when I was in high
Even
school,
so,
we did a
that's
Fear Factor.
disgusting.
Wait
and I
a
had to-
second.
Dude,
You murdered animals in a church.
it's fine. They're bugs.
Talk about
they're,
it.
they're part of the plague, dude. They're part of God's like
part of
wrath.
the plague.
Is it poisonous to eat a cockroach?
No,
Do you know what those things probably eat?
poop. They are poop.
Yeah.
And they
They are a poop that runs at you.
I feel like that kid was
didn't eat
abused
it.
at your church. That's horrible, man.
I mean, I'm just saying, how did he know he was, how do you, like,
Well, okay.
hey, dude,
Yeah.
I need
He
to
tried it
eat this
before.
cockroach. I can't, I'm allergic. It's like, how do you know?
I don't
It's like,
think he was
runs on him and
actually
he's
like,
like,
I feel like,
"Ah!"
I mean, obviously
Puffs
his doctor must have told him, but how would you be like, hey, just
No.
so you know,
I
don't
think
eat
he
any
just didn't want to
cockroaches,
eat
man.
the cockroach because he's
just
not
an excuse,
insane.
Michael.
I mean, he raised
would've
his
said
hand
the
to eat
same-
bugs. Like, it wasn't like, oh, who, like, you have to do this now. He's like,
But
who
a
wants to eat some bugs for like
cockroach?
$100?
Whose idea
And
was this?
the youth pastors?
I
What
hope
does
he
this
was
youth pastor
fired.
look like?
He actually looks like me. People think we're brothers all the time. But yeah,
Is he young? Is he your age?
he's like 30.
I'm trying to picture the type of person who comes up with that. Who's like, dude, like this would be really funny.
Dude, it's a long like
The
legacy.
Fear
When
Factor
I was in
idea
youth
is
group at
great.
the same church, like when I was in high school,
the
I had to
bugs.
like first of all, you had to like lay in this box where they dumped like crickets all over your face and like
Nope.
bugs.
What?
And then like I had to drink a smoothie that had a fish head, chicken's feet, and some
Y'all
gross
played
oil
real
in it.
Fear Factor.
Dude,
Well,
there was like, dude,
Fear
so
Factor, like a
wait,
youth group,
listen.
should be like, you need to eat spam.
So that game,
out of the
dude,
can.
Right.
Luke, that game, I actually got off easy because the other things were pig rectum and cow tongue, and I had to like draw cards like that were face down to see what I would eat. Yeah, like I got a fish head and chicken feet, and I was like, this isn't that bad. It could be way
would've-
worse.
I would have
They
stopped
didn't
coming
they didn't
to
have
youth
any
group.
animal parts at this new one, but yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would have
I
left
would have
the
been
youth group.
embarrassed as a kid if I went to that. I think I would have been like gone
Dude,
home
it was
bothered.
awesome. Everyone was so stoked, man. You know how fun it is to see your friend eat a cow tongue and then puke into a bucket? That is
I wouldn't
life.
mind watching other people do it, but as soon as I felt peer pressure to do it, I would have been like, oh man, I'm out.
I did.
I remember some of those
volunteered.
stupid games in youth group and being embarrassed about them and not wanting to do them. Because the youth was like, no, it's fine. These kids are in high school. They're not going to get embarrassed by anything. That's sarcasm.
Part of the fun is watching
Everything
your
in
friends
the
get
world was
embarrassed.
embarrassing when I was in high school. I'm like, Mom, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
No, Mom, go. No,
Stop.
Don't stop, Mom.
It's true. Okay, so moving on from embarrassing youth group, let's talk about some of the stuff that's been going on in general the last couple of weeks. Area 51. You guys in?
Yeah, I'm already
I'm
ready.
in.
RSVP.
Already?
I'm not even
Wait.
sure.
No, okay.
Wait, no.
gonna
I'm
make
not
that
even
joke.
sure what's going on. I just seen a bunch of memes and a bunch of tweets, and I didn't know this was a real thing,
Wait.
like a real mission.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, it's not a mission.
I mean, I know. I'm trying to build the hype.
It's like the government's actually setting it up. No, it's a Facebook event, which is sort of like a
so-
mission.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I mean. People are gonna show up. It's gonna happen.
This guy made a Facebook event saying, hold on. It's basically saying, I assume Luke might have it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm going
It's
to look
like,
it up, actually.
Area
Let's go to
51.
Area 50. Let's all storm Area 51 at once. They can't stop all of us. And in the
They probably
the
could,
description,
though.
it was like, if we Naruto run, they'll be faster than the bullets, so the bullets can't hit us. Let's go see some aliens.
No, it's like, let's see them aliens.
Oh yeah, something like that.
Let's see them.
There's an
aliens,
official website, stormarea51.us.
y'all. Oh my goodness.
He's making money. He's got a store.
Well, no, I don't think so. I don't think the guy who actually started it is involved in that. Because I read the article today that he was kind of like afraid to connect himself to it because he thought the FBI was gonna like go to his door and
Come
stuff.
shoot him.
Yeah, like legit. So he didn't really talk about it for a while because he meant it as a joke, obviously.
Right.
And then it like randomly went viral. And let's see. Oh, this is a different article than I had before. Dang it. Basically, but he wanted to come forward, but he's afraid that the FBI was gonna come after him. So he called them with like a alias, and then now like it's out now. He knows he's not gonna actually get in trouble. But yeah.
Well, here's
that's
the thing
pretty
about
crazy.
it. So one of the things I noticed about this, I'm looking at the event right now, and the event itself has the
it is.
store, right?
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So that's the first part.
Maybe
but the
he did.
event is posted on. It's hosted by shitposting because I'm in shambles.
'Cause I'm in
And two
shambles?
others. I
I
don't know.
found
what
the
this is.
article I was looking for.
Yeah, but anyway, so here's what I wanted to say though. So I'm looking at the actual event right now, and it's funny because it's going to take place Friday, September 20th, between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. So he wants to do it at nighttime. Smart. But then I also noticed that there's 1.3 million people interested, and then 1.7 million people that are quote unquote going. So here's the thing. We know somebody's going. 100% some moron is going to film it and go.
Oh, yeah. Some people are going to show up for sure.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
sure
really
it's
excited
a large
for.
amount of people.
I just want to know what's going to happen.
They're
Unless
all going to
somebody
get
forgets.
nuked.
But somebody's going to like.
Wait, where's the... Can you send me a link of the event?
Yeah.
I think I found it.
I got
There's
invited
also
to
a
it.
meme. There's also like a group.
So I
That's what
got
I keep
invited to
finding.
it, and as I was looking to it, Ruji, she's here. She just came over, reached over my
one
shoulder,
invited
and
me.
clicked interested.
Oh,
So now
Wait, are
I'm
you in
apparently
Miami
interested
right
in the
now, or are
event.
you in Seattle right now?
No, she's in Seattle.
She's
right
in
now. She's
Seattle.
helping me like move.
don't you keep up, Michael?
Yeah.
No, I do not.
What are you, old? We'll get there.
Yes.
I'm looking at the event still. Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us.
50 of my friends are going.
50.
Yeah.
16 of my friends are going. So my friends are smarter than mine.
Oh, no, 26. But it said like 6 of them and then like 44
They
others.
backed out.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Maybe they're interested.
Here's the thing. With like, the funny part about it. So there was an airline that like American Airlines posted that September trips to Nevada like skyrocket.
No way.
So like
Hilarious.
I really
People
hope.
are going.
I just feel like there has to be
Luke
someone who's going
Rossgold
to
is
be like,
interested. I see your name right here.
Yep, that was not my choice.
Nicholas Rubright.
Yep, I know a lot of people that are interested. Here we go. It's funny because if you go to the interested in going tab, it's just like a giant number.
Yeah.
There's been
I'm we.
3 million people have been invited.
Wow.
Gosh, that would be so funny though.
Are you just looking at the event, or have you seen like the group page too?
I haven't seen the
I found
group
the
page.
group page when I was like trying to
Yeah.
find this, but I
So
didn't
I
look
would
at it.
I would just read in the group page their about says. So I just want to clarify that this is a dedicated meme group for the Area 51 event that has been created. There will be no illegal activities on this page. Going to Area 51 and attempting to illegally gain access would be dangerous and illegal, obviously. So don't
But
do it.
also really
don't-
insane.
We
What if
don't
they live
support you
streamed it?
going. That would be honestly.
Let's
I mean,
see
I think
some
it's a dumb
aliens.
idea, but I would be fully invested in seeing a group of people do this because I'm sure that the cameras would go black and those people would get nuked and we would never know.
Here's the
about it.
thing. Forget Fear Factor for as a youth group event. Let's go Storm Area 51. I'd watch that.
Upgrade.
Can you imagine that being live though?
Should be a
Here's
movie.
The thing. Do you guys think that there's aliens in there?
No.
Yes.
All right, you guys fight it out. So
I mean,
Shane,
I don't
hard
know.
no, easy. Okay, Michael,
I'm
you
just-
actually think there's aliens in there?
I mean, so there's a chance that
I
aliens
might just have
exist.
too much faith.
There's a chance that aliens have landed on our planet. So there's a chance that aliens are in Area 51. It's flawless reasoning.
There's a chance that dragons exist. We just haven't found them.
There
So
is?
yeah, there might be dragons in Area 51.
There might be.
I mean, that guy, Bob Lazar, certainly seems to think that aliens and UFOs exist.
I think aliens definitely exist in the universe, like in the broad sense of the universe. And we might be able to encounter them. That's my official response.
It's so hard
Your
to
official.
decide. It's like there's a lot of people that claim to see the
Did
same
we talk about this
thing.
before on the podcast? Like a
You
long
don't
time
have to
ago?
decide.
Yeah.
I just.
Did we?
Aliens?
I don't know.
I don't
I thought we
think
talked
so.
about aliens existing. Maybe that was just like
I
a
mean, maybe.
conversation we had.
Well,
conversation,
it's
yeah.
possible, but we didn't talk about it in the context of Area 51. So
Yeah,
that guy,
yeah.
Bob Lazar, basically claims to have worked at Area 51, and he worked on like a flying saucer and had like an anti-gravity field and stuff like that.
They're building
And,
one. Or they found one.
No pics,
I
no
think-
proof.
They like found one. Yeah, really. Pixar didn't happen. But basically, he was claiming that Area 51 wasn't as secure as it is now until he showed up. So first of all, if anyone dies on this
of
raid,
course,
thanks,
Bob.
Bob
Of course,
Lazar. It's your
Bob.
fault. There wouldn't be that many weapons and stuff. We could have gotten away with it if it wasn't for him. But then he was also saying that he like kind of came out about it and started telling people that he worked on this alien spacecraft because he thinks people need to know. But then all of a sudden the government's like, nah, he didn't do that. And he's like, yeah, I did. I went to like MIT and researched this. And then this is who I am. And then like nobody can find records of him working at the school. Nobody can find his birth certificate. And he's all freaked out. And you'd first think like, well, he's just lying. But there's like records of him in phone books, but then no more public records of him in certain areas or something like that. Kind of fishy.
It's kind of fishy.
I don't know. I feel like I believe in that he might have worked there, but I'm pretty sure if he was working on a UFO or something with aliens, he would have signed an NDA and they would have been off with his throat by now. So.
No, because if they did, everyone would know. You know what I mean? Like if he just all of a sudden, he just died of cancer or no, it's like he, something funky.
Yeah. That's true,
he just dropped
maybe not
dead.
now. When it dies down a little bit.
Yeah, but he came out about this like I think in the 80s or something.
Oh,
really?
I thought this was like yesterday.
Well, he went on Rogan just recently.
Oh, okay.
Let me see when he came out about this. He's 60 years old, and he went there when he was like 20. Yeah, it was it was 89 when he came out about it. So it was a while ago that he kind of opened up about it. So he's still alive. He could storm Area 51.
Yeah.
well
I wonder if
go
he'll be
out there.
He
there.
knows the ways in. He knows the security codes. Right,
guess
Bob?
he-
Lead the
They
Charge.
charge.
obviously
Give himself any
haven't
more
changed
trouble.
the security codes yet, so he could get in.
Yeah.
Bob should lead the charge.
His key still
Yeah.
works.
He claims that he worked on an alien spacecraft, and he claims that the reason his records, like his credentials, like at MIT and all that stuff, the reason that they're gone is because the U.S. government erased it. Now, it is weird. You're like, I don't know that I believe that.
Yeah, I need
But
proof.
if you were the U.S. government and you wanted to discredit someone who was spoiling your secrets and you couldn't just wipe them out, you're just like, all right, go into MIT, delete. Go into this public record, delete. Problem solved. Now no one will believe him. Now,
But my thing is, why doesn't he have his own copies of all of those things? He's
Why
not
would
a
he?
smart man.
I don't
Do
know.
you have copies
What
of
do you
where
mean?
you've been, Shane?
Yeah, I don't have any copies saying I worked at X company.
I mean,
I'd be like, oh, it's online somewhere. Oops,
I mean,
no,
you should,
that's
but
gone.
you would have something, whether some type of contract,
Like a key
pay
card or
stub.
Alright, so-
You would have something.
Let's say this: your birth certificate is no longer in the system. How do you prove that you're Shayne? You're Shayne. I don't want to say your last name. I guess
Did
you're
they
Shayne.
did
Yeah,
they
I
somehow
guess your last name's on
magically
here.
take every other form of my identification that I already had?
Well, it's like all the identifications you have are based on a birth certificate that doesn't exist.
so
Yes,
they're
you could
are
be
they
So they're like, oh,
erasing
you
your,
just forged all this.
Yeah, Shane.
you
forging it.
forged all of. I don't know. I wouldn't. That's not what I would believe. I wouldn't believe that somebody forged all of it.
No,
If
I mean, like,
someone's
they're like, you
information-
forged your birth certificate and then you've been having this fake identity forever.
Yeah, so like Luke's saying
Who
that like
has
they could
the
delete
time
your
for all of that?
They could delete
Well-
your like online like
You're basically
Stuff?
like defending Bob Lazar because you're like,
I'm not
who has the
defending.
time for that?
I'm not defending him. I'm just saying the whole situation to me it seems kind of unrealistic.
Yes,
So-
it is. That's why
Yeah,
it's
that's
news.
why you're like, huh? He might just he made
trying to
the claim
understand
that
how
he
it would
wasn't
all
just
work.
looking for attention because he doesn't like the attention. Like he doesn't go on interviews very much. He doesn't really want people to bother his family and like try to talk to him. So it's like it just makes you wonder. I don't know that I believe it or not.
So did the stuff disappear after he came out and said stuff?
Well, I
Or was
mean,
that
it's like
before?
no one was paying attention to it, and then he went to go get it, and
okay.
it was all gone.
Gotcha.
I don't know. This is how conspiracy theories
know,
go. This
Bob.
is how you go insane. This is how everyone thinks you're crazy. You start reading stuff like this.
Bob, you should make a Netflix series about your life story.
He did. It's called what's it called? I think it's Bob Lazar something in UFOs.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Bob Lazar, Area 51, and Flying Saucers, and I think it's on Netflix. So
so maybe he does have some merit to his word.
he's on Netflix.
He's on Netflix.
I believe
Honestly,
it.
must be telling
in
the truth.
2019, that means a lot.
That's
Netflix.
true. It's practically fact. Fact God, Netflix.
Fact God, Netflix.
So anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that there's aliens there or not. Obviously, the government. The problem is someone could say, well, the government said they came out and told us what Area 51 is about, and they said it doesn't have any aliens. And it's like, so the people that are hiding the fact that they have aliens told us they don't have aliens. So therefore, they must not have what? Like, how do you defend that?
I don't believe it.
Well,
I'm
I
not necessarily that I'm not saying that there definitely are aliens there, but I don't believe that just because they say they're not doing something just because they say they're not doing it doesn't mean they're not doing it. Everyone
like the government would be like, well, but wait, if we tell people we have aliens, they'll know we've been lying this whole time, and then there will be mass panic. No, listen to me. Here we are. And there'll be a mass panic because there's aliens, and people will go insane, and people will start changing stuff, and all of our systems will break because people find out that there's life outside, and then the government's been hiding. It's all going to be falling apart. But we don't want to lie, so I guess we'll just tell them. It's like, no, they're not going to tell us, right?
Yeah.
Why would they tell us? There's no reason to tell us.
I mean, yeah, but there's also no reason to lie either.
Other than the reasons
lie
I
for
just
no reason
gave
all
you.
the time.
I know, but I'm saying I don't feel like there's no reason to lie. Hey guys, so not hey guys, but we
Hi, America.
It's like,
Guess what?
public
We don't have
service
any
announcement.
aliens here.
No,
It's like,
so
like the news comes on. Hey guys.
I feel like the question always is that a lot of people have is there other life out there? If somehow the government has mysteriously, without anyone knowing, found other life and has been testing it for years, I just think that something would have been said by now, because why not? It's a great revelation, isn't it? Why not
Shayne,
just tell us?
the thing is, there's lots of people who claim to have evidence on it, but like, okay, I'm not
Just show
a
us a
super
picture of an
conspiracy theorist
alien.
person. I'm saying that there are a lot of people who claim that they have seen like aliens or seen the government covering things up, and those people are seen as crazy, and they're also discredited. Like, just because no one else is coming forward with
it's so
information
hard.
doesn't
You
mean
don't
that
want to
it's not true.
sound like you're wearing a tinfoil hat.
Like, I'm not saying I believe
talking
everything.
about
I'm saying I
conspiracies,
don't
but
believe the government.
Yeah, it's just fishy. And it always makes me like, I don't know.
I never believe anybody who like I only hear through the TV or the internet.
Yeah. It's like,
Well, how else is the
how do you
government
know
supposed to
Luke's
talk
not
to you?
lying? Well, Luke
told me.
said he wasn't lying.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, okay.
You're supposed to take people for their word until they prove
You can't do that.
otherwise.
You can't live like that.
You can't do that with the
Well,
government.
the government has
I
been
feel like you
caught.
can live that.
Hey, hold
way.
on. So the
You
government,
should.
what happens if someone's lied
Without
before? Because the
aliens.
government has been caught lying before.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Until they give you reason not to, and
Yeah,
that's
they have.
the government has lied many times. But
I don't know, guys.
So what you're saying is we should not believe the government and that there are aliens.
no, I just don't
in
think
Area
that
51.
there's.
So
I
it's
just don't think
settled.
that
We're
there's
going to
aliens
storm
there.
Area 51. Let's go.
Yeah, I just don't think there's aliens. I'm in full support of other people storming Area 51.
And live streaming it.
Yes.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, at least live stream it. Like
might
really,
as well.
like
If you're
if
going
you're,
to do
the
it, you
event
might as
of
well
the-
do it right.
well, because seriously, if
Can
you
you
don't,
not-
if you
event of the
go
century.
and you don't live stream it, and then
What's
you
the
get
point?
captured or killed or whatever, you wasted your time. But if you want answers, you need to put the answers out there.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm not saying you
what I
should do it, but if you did, I'd watch it.
I'm saying YOLO. No, just kidding.
Oh man, would I watch that? Would I watch an Area 51 raid live stream?
If
If they
someone
run
sent
like
it to me and
Naruto
told me that's what it
characters, yes, you
was,
would.
I'd watch.
I make it a point not to watch actual violence on videos because I don't want to like encourage that. But I'd have to watch that. I would have to know.
Yeah, I would too. It would just be like, I just got to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? Apparently
They
someone
die,
like
they
tried
die.
to get into Area 51 before and he got shot.
Yeah, probably.
But you
saw
know
a
who
video-
said that? The government.
Government.
So you don't know if it's true.
They probably didn't even. Area 51 probably doesn't even exist. They're just making it up to get more tax dollars. Like, oh yeah, like why are you getting all these taxes? Oh well, all this money goes to Area 51 where we do like cool science stuff. Oh, okay, I'll pay for that.
What's all this money going to? It's going to Area 51. Well, what's going on in Area 51 that all this money needs to go to it? Well, we can't tell you that.
And also, where are the previous 50 areas?
That's a good question, Shayne.
I think there are like because there's an Area 52.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Which also Area 52. I first heard about that in Looney Tunes Back in Action, and it turns out it's a real place.
It is in.
That's where the aliens are probably actually hiding in Area 52.
That's how they get you.
It is. Talk about Area 51 so much.
Oh, maybe it's not real.
What if they like people storm Area 51 and they go inside and it's just like a bakery and they're just baking donuts? And it's like,
they kick the door down and people are just live streaming or like doing like videos and stuff.
It's just the YouTube headquarters.
Wait a minute, what could be in there?
Hello?
Oh, the Ark of the Covenant's just in there, just hanging out. What else could be in there? Dinosaurs, just a bunch of dinosaurs in there.
Ooh, that's honestly, that's probably what
Jurassic
it is.
Park is in there.
Yeah, I can believe
The
that.
fake moon landings in there.
The moon set.
Yes,
Stanley Kubrick is in there with the camera
lies.
still filming it.
I do think though, if they actually do have any crazy stuff in Area 51, they're probably moving it right now, like discreetly, so that way if people do get in there, they don't see them.
Underground
Move all
tunnels.
the aliens. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Dude, I mean, what if?
Why did we tell them?
I promise I'm
shouldn't
not
have
like a
told
crazy person. We shouldn't have told them. Like, what if people do find something that could change everything?
Oh man!
But also, like we couldn't verify it because people with deep fakes now, like people
I
can
know.
Verify any.
We
I know they
can't
just
even trust the
film-
video we find now.
Someone puts in a fake alien and just lays it down on like a little board. Like they run to Area 51 with a fake alien, put it down and deep face it talking, and it's like it's real, and it's all fake.
Yeah,
know?
I saw a video that convinced me like 5 years ago of an alien talking like in an interrogation room. I believed that for about a year.
Oof.
And back then it was obviously CGI. You know,
Yeah.
you don't know. You don't know.
I know.
Oh, man. Wow. This could change
I
everything.
know, but you got to think about what are you getting fooled by now?
Oh yeah.
Because people are definitely getting fooled by things, and it's like, no, we figured it all out, and it's like you thought that 5 years ago, and look how silly it was to believe some of the things you believed 5 years ago. Like even like prank videos on YouTube.
Never watched those.
Oh yeah.
That's fair.
Disgusting.
No, those are all
content.
so dumb. Like it'd be like going to pull a gun on random people, and like he doesn't get shot the whole time. It's like, yeah, that's fake.
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to bring up, I have two things. One, what if the government is trying to distract us so that they can move all the aliens away? And what better way to distract us than using FaceApp? Because like we're all so distracted and like making these old people faces. All the aliens get moved out of Area 51.
That's a good plan.
It worked.
Everyone in Nevada is just looking at
forgot
their
it.
phones instead of looking at Area
I know.
51.
What if they were in the middle of the raid? All of a sudden, everyone's like, "Wait a second, I can make them look like an old person." Oh, what if it's still? They're gonna any alien you film in Area 51 will have the filter over its face, so it just looks like an old person.
All old people are aliens. Conspiracy theory
Makes sense to
Foiled.
me.
The government won.
foiled. The government always wins.
What
So
was
let's
this
get
thing
into
about the Russians? You were talking about the Russians and basically FaceApp. Just so
yeah.
if anyone doesn't know, if you've seen the
FaceApp.
pictures of people looking old, it's like an app where you take a picture of yourself and it does this special effects to make you look like an old person.
You also can look like a woman or like
Yeah, it does
younger
like a lot of
or older,
other
Yeah,
like
things,
no,
too.
yeah, no,
Dude,
but nobody's.
No, we only
I
care
did the
about
hipster
old
filter, Luke, and I looked exactly the same because all it did was add a beard. That was exactly the shape of my beard that I currently
No,
have.
I did the young person. Here's the thing. I did the young person filter, the one right next to the old person filter. And I looked like you, Michael.
What? That's awesome.
I should send
Send
it
that
to
to
you.
me.
I
Please.
looked like myself in high school. And that was pretty
When I
cool.
do the young person one or
Wow,
the
that's pretty
woman
good.
one, it doesn't recognize where my chin is because now my beard is like I did it before. Like I posted on my Instagram because I had like less, like just double then, and it worked. But when you have a dark beard, and you try to do the woman one, it can't tell where your chin is, so your mouth looks like bloody because the lipstick's all smeared all over your face. So bad.
R.I.P. Woman
Anyway.
Michael.
I look like a
FaceApp.
creepy. I look like a creepy Michael. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
It's like Michael with my eyes.
Ooh, creepy. I'm just kidding.
Hold up. I'm gonna send it to the chat.
Oh, it's a nightmare. You sending it in Discord or on Facebook?
Facebook. It's sending.
FaceApp on Facebook. I can see that. Yeah,
It doesn't look a little bit like you.
it does. It does kind of.
It doesn't, like, if you really look at it, it doesn't. But when I first glanced at it, it's like, what?
I mean, if you just glance at either one of us, we could be the other person. I made a post the other day about how, like, whenever I see a picture of a random white guy with a beard, I think it's me.
Whenever you see another white guy with a beard, do you think it's you?
Dude, there was this one picture of this guy, like, drinking water in the middle of a desert. And, like, 10 people sent it to me asking if it was me. And I just posted it on my Instagram. And everyone's like, dude, you look so good in this picture. Like, we're everywhere.
It's really funny, too, because you're like, every time I see a picture of a white guy with a beard, I think it's me. And then I realize it's not me, and I feel really bad for them.
I'm weak.
It's too bad.
So, yeah, so this FaceApp, everyone's using it to look like me and Luke. Or the old people.
What? Russia? You said Russia earlier.
Yeah, so it's a Russian app. The developers live in Russia.
What? Is it
That's
really?
not. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, look, where have you been?
So that's
What?
not like that's what I thought you were going at.
What?
'Cause
I
that kind of
didn't
plays
know
into this whole
that.
thing. Yeah. So what people are freaked
The
out about is
Russians are working with Area 51.
they're trying to get everyone who confirmed that they're going to the event, and they're getting their pictures from FaceApp, and they're going to their houses and they're arresting them before they can get there.
Because anybody who would want to storm Area 51 would also want to see what they look like old.
Probably.
So they've got a system to catch all of them. Actually, here's the thing. Have you guys looked at the terms and conditions of it?
That's actually I had that pulled up right here. I was talking about
Oh,
that.
no.
Okay,
All
but
right.
how do you know the terms and conditions but you don't know it's Russian?
Because it was written in
I don't
English.
know how he doesn't know it's Russian. I
guess it's a
put
good
that on my
point.
Instagram post.
I was like, how did you not know that they were Russian? Because they were speaking English.
That was a good
Russians
point.
only speak Russian.
So the reason why people are kind of freaked out, because there's some controversy behind FaceApp, because as we just established, FaceApp is run by a Russian company, and basically in the user agreement, this is you grant FaceApp a perpetual, irrevocable, non-exclusive, royalty-free, worldwide, fully paid,
Royalty-free.
transferable, sub-licensable license to use, reproduce, modify, adapt, publish, translate, create, derivative works from, distribute, publicly perform, and display your user content and any name, username, or likeness provided in connection with your user content in all media platforms and channels now known or later developed without compensation to you. When you post or otherwise share user content on or through our services, you understand that your user content may be associated information such as your username, location of profile photo will be visible to the public. I don't even know if that made sense when I read it, but basically
That
they're saying that they can use your
means
photos whatever they want without asking
The
you or paying you.
Russians are allowed to make robots out of us.
Well, people are, so most of what it's happening for is, I think people are assuming it's for like advertisements, like we're basically stock photos now.
I would love to be a stock photo.
But the problem is, dude, if you think about this, along with what we've been hearing about deep fakes, we talked about this a couple podcasts ago, guys. You want to go check it out?
They're going to use these to make deep fakes out of us.
You could. And I haven't really heard anybody talking about this. No one's really freaking out. They're just kind of like, hey, guys, like, just so you know, they can
Because-
use your stuff.
But Michael, they
wanna
might
know
make
why?
robots out of us, and they might take over the world or replace us, but the app is free.
Yeah, so it's
So
awesome.
it's okay. Right?
Yeah, it didn't cost us anything, I guess.
No big deal. It was free.
It was free. Yeah. But yeah, and like, it's a little weird.
I don't
mean,
really think it's that weird because, I mean, I feel like all of our pictures and things are owned by other people besides ourselves these
Right.
days. And so is our information. So like when people were talking about this, I said, I mean, are we one, surprised, and two, like, I mean, privacy is non-existent come 2020 anyway. So,
Right. Well, I want to say two things to that. One, just because you already don't have privacy doesn't mean you want less privacy. Like people always say, like, "Oh, this is already happening." Well, yeah, I don't want it to happen more. People die every day. Yeah, I don't want to die every day. Like it makes sense to want to have less bad things happen to you,
I don't want to die every
even if bad things
day.
are happening.
Analogy.
But two, the main reason why people are concerned is because FaceApp's answers have been really vague. I saw a video of this guy talking about how he spoke to the CEO, and he asked them how long they keep the photos. They keep them forever. He says, but usually we delete them after 48 days.
What is
Like,
this?
well, what does it usually mean?
Sorry, I missed. Which app is this?
FaceApp.
FaceApp.
So the CEO of FaceApp was saying that, like, he said usually they delete most photos after 48 days or 48 hours. And also an interesting thing
When we
is
find ones that are incriminating, or ones that we can use to
confused.
make you into a robot to replace you, we keep those.
so basically that's what they could do. And the thing is, like, a picture of you isn't that bad. Like, it's not like they can steal your like credit card or anything like that. But they could, like, on a broad scale, it's a weird breach of privacy. But also, people are concerned that they actually have more access to their phone than they think they're giving them. There was one guy who posted about how he noticed that when he opened the app and his camera roll was loading, it was going like row by row, and it looked like it was like a programmer. He said it looked like it was being like uploaded to the app, and he put his phone in airplane mode real quick, and he wasn't able to click on the photos that are already quote unquote loaded. So he's like, oh, so this is only be used online. So they're uploading my photos to their cloud, and then I can use the app from the cloud. Which also explains why it takes a long time once you click a photo for it to pop up.
Oh, man. Here's the thing that's so funny. We're like bringing up all these issues and dangers. And the funny part about this is everyone on this podcast just used this stupid app
But see, that's
to
my
post on our
thing.
social media.
That's my thing.
We all did it.
I
I did it for
I
the
don't know.
podcast.
I literally
okay.
I downloaded this app when I came up with that idea. I downloaded the app. I did my little picture, and then I uninstalled the app. Maybe that's why I don't really see the big deal. I'm like, how do
They got
people
your photos.
use
It's
this
too
app?
late.
They
Oh,
already
they-
got all your photos,
They
Shane.
already uploaded all their photos to the cloud.
Yep.
I mean, I don't care, but like we're gonna die anyway. So like I don't think
Maybe
it's that
soon,
big of a
as
now
well
that
die
the
more.
Russians, now that we download this app, we're all going to go. They think we're going to
Look.
go to Area 51. They're just going to wipe us out. And they have a picture of us. They'll match it. This person. All right, go get them. Drone.
Yep. So yeah,
Convenient, too.
don't use it.
I'm just about to move to Miami and I just disappear. What happened to Luke?
Yeah.
I moved to Miami.
They're gonna
just never
find
heard
you
from
on the
again.
plane. Like,
Yeah,
just, like,
don't
quietly
tell
take you
anyone
out.
you're leaving, which you probably already did. But don't tell anyone you're leaving and just like disappear and then like, it's the Russians. I got Luke.
This will be the last podcast we release.
I know we can do it. We can do a podcast special like finding Luke or where's Luke.
Our own vlog.
It
The
starts
vlog,
out
finding
and
the
you guys
vlogger.
can't do the intro, so the podcast never gets released.
It's just us trying to find you so we can start the podcast. Like we start recording.
It's like 8
wait, what do we
hours
do?
long.
Oh, we need
anyone
Luke.
seen-
And we just like travel the world looking
We can't
for
do the
you.
intro without Luke. He can't even do the intro, but we need him.
Only Luke can do it, and barely Luke can also do it.
So you guys know about like Stonehenge?
Like
That's
all
weird.
around it.
that it
I do
exists.
really want to go
Yeah.
check it out and see what's going on, but
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
like-
Yes.
answers.
5,000 years old? Mm-hmm. That's like 500 years after the wheel was invented. And they're like moving these 25-ton rocks. Like, what? Aliens. Also, I thought it was kind of funny. I looked it up on Google.
What aliens?
Listen, I looked it up on Google, and Stonehenge has reviews. It's like 4.5 stars out of 26,000 people.
What?
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's like
Do you think
a
the people that
monument or-
built that thing 5,000 years ago knew people would really be like, oh, 5 stars?
That's pretty good.
No, because there was no such thing as 5 stars.
I
then.
know. That's what's so
There
funny.
were
though.
thousands of stars, Shane.
I know. It was probably built from the stars.
You're right. There were thousands of stars.
Like, who cares about stars? We know that aliens exist.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
looking at it
think they
now.
knew that.
But anyway,
Some of the
So
stones
here's-
were moved like 100 miles.
how do they know that?
I think it's
Where's
like they.
where's the
I don't even know if that's
proof?
true.
I'm not doubting you, but like that's just one of those things. It's like
I
people say
am.
stuff.
Where is the proof?
No, it was like the
this
type
rock was
of rock.
moved.
hold
Okay,
on.
how?
The type of rock that they built it on. Like, this might be fake. I didn't even look this up to see if this is true. But from what I understand, there's like the type of rock that some of the types of rock that it was built out of could not be found in that area.
Okay.
So they had to have like transported it from far away.
That makes sense. If it's
Don't
true,
know
that
that I
makes sense.
believe that. I feel like that's one of those things that they just tell you to be cool.
See,
you
I
know?
wonder. A lot of times
obviously-
people they look at like random old stuff and they always derive some deep meaning from it. But I feel like a lot of times people are just making something and then like it gets like buried. Like
It was just like a lunchroom.
Someone 100 years from now is gonna find like a vine and be like, "Oh, they used to love like smacking chicken."
They used to be
naked, throwing it on the ground. This was like a key to like their mating ritual.
This was
but
the
no, it's just some
religion.
dude
Yeah.
made this
No,
video.
it's so
Their
funny because it's
mating ritual.
like maybe Stonehenge was a burial for the king of the bud, and for the stars, the astrology, and it's like, or it was just like a lunchroom.
or it was just a
They
bunch
just
of
hung
rocks,
out there.
man.
And that's what they ate.
Just a
Guys
bunch of
wanted
rocks.
to, like, they didn't invent houses yet, but this guy's like, I want to live like in a thing. But I don't know how to make walls. Oh, let's make like a circle of kind of walls.
Or it's like they were just like, dude, let's see if we can make these rocks stand up. And then like they spend 100 years like trying to figure it out. And eventually they figured it out. And like,
Some kids, like,
yes,
their mom-
that's
their
what they do
mom's
instead of
probably-
watching sports.
That was
Their
probably
mom's
it
not
right
home,
there.
so they're like just like finding stuff to do outside.
Yeah, like we're like,
don't even
our
have
mom's not
moms.
home, and it's like, what you do? We blew things up and
Yeah.
broke stuff and trashed things and played video games. And then it's like, our mom wasn't home. What'd you do? I made these rocks stand up right.
She gets home, like, what'd you do? Oh, we got like, dude, these are
What did you
Oh,
guys
these were your
do?
grandpa's rocks.
Those were 100 miles away. You moved them all the way over here. Well, how are we gonna fix this now? We have to move them all back. And they got halfway through the job and just quit, and that's why half of it's gone.
Yep, they've actually repaired and rebuilt Stonehenge a few times too, which is interesting.
What?
Yeah, there's like metal beams in it and stuff now.
What if someone like destroyed it? Like someone just got a bulldozer and just ran over Stonehenge.
Probably get like murdered by the government of England.
They'd send him to Area 51. Let the Americans handle
You're
it.
going to the American alien jail.
No, but seriously, I just think about like, wouldn't that be so weird if someone just ran it over, like some crazy person just smashed all the rocks? Because they're just
That would
rocks.
suck. Yeah. With,
I guess they're
what's on
owned by the
that's-
government, though.
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
The death of Stonehenge. That means we got to end death.
I was trying to find some death I could bring up.
R.I.P. Stonehenge.
All right, you guys have anything else you want to bring up before we wrap up this episode?
I want to make like a plug, but also kind of like update on my week. So,
Okay, so
Yeah, but you're running.
yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I do want to
Okay.
say that this possibly will be our last episode because
ASAP.
Area
Please get
51 or people are going to come after us or whatever. So goodbye, everyone. Just kidding. I'm
miss
actually
you
like,
guys.
really, I got scared because I was like, when people were like, oh, last episode, unsubscribe. No, we're going to try. We're going to try our best to keep the podcast going, but I'm just saying, like, we might just disappear. We
I
might all
thought,
get sick.
you meant you were scaring
I'm
yourself.
not
so you
going
just stopped
anywhere.
saying
We'll
it.
mysteriously
So-
all get heart attacks and die. And it's like, what
Yeah,
happened?
that won't
Oh.
be me. So I will be here on the podcast. So stay tuned.
Even if no one else is here. Okay. Cool. Plugs. Michael.
Oh yeah, so this week my friend Brett and I have been skateboarding and scootering down the Capitol Trail from Jamestown to Richmond, Virginia. We're raising money for two local ministries called Thrive Peninsula and Miko Skate Shop. Thrive Peninsula, they help families who are basically down on their luck or they're addicted to drugs or need shoes or whatever. They first of all they work with like families.
That was
they
a
do
big
have-
extreme. Sorry.
Shoes.
You're like,
They work-
they
they
might
work
be
with families.
dying. They can have no home or no money, or maybe they need shoes.
Yeah, well, this is why I said that
forget
that
the
way.
drugs.
Help me, I need
They do financial counseling for families who are like in having money troubles. They help people out with their bills. They have like also connections with like rehabilitation centers for people who are addicted to drugs and stuff. And they also have boxes all over Hampton Roads collecting shoes. They actually have it at my gym. They have it at the mall, all over the place. And Miko Skate Shop is a skate shop, but they're also a nonprofit that helps young kids have a place where they can go and skate and be safe, while also being mentored by older people who like value investing into kids' lives. They have a skate camp during the summertime. They try to sponsor kids to go to. They come skateboard, learn how to skate, learn how to take care of their boards and make skateboards. Cool stuff like that. And they also have a skate church on Sundays where they have a free skate. Everyone can come skate. And people come and speak to the
Skate
kids.
church.
Yeah.
Where they worship skateboards.
They have a cross of skateboards on the wall. So people come and they speak to them and preach the gospel and also give them like life principles and just kind of mentor them. So basically, we're hike skating. We usually hike, but we're skating this time just to kind of raise awareness of it and also have people donate for how many miles we travel. So far, we've each gone 35 miles, so that's 70 miles so far. So
wow.
a lot of people are donating. So just
30 miles? You skated 30 miles?
Yeah, in 2 days. Yesterday sucked real
Wouldn't be
bad.
me.
We picked the hottest week of the year. Literally, it was 110 degrees today.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But actually, today wasn't that
R.I.P.
bad. We were in the shade most of the time. Yesterday kind of sucked. But today we skated for half the time and made like almost the same amount of distance. So
Woo.
we did pretty good. But anyway, go to my Instagram, MYKOLDIMAS, and you can find, I posted a lot about it. It's called Brett and Mike Hike. That's our ministry name. Click on any of those pictures in like the last few posts I posted, and you can see information on how to donate. You can just go to Thrive or Miko's pages and donate directly, or ask us how we can help you donate. We don't take any of the money ourselves. We just give you their email or their name, so you can just send it right to them. Also,
Nice.
I had a FaceApp like 3 years ago, and I turned myself into a girl, and I look really hot, and it's kind of makes me uncomfortable. But if you want to see that, it's also on my Instagram as well.
Oh, no.
And
So,
you
yeah.
see, he's had it for 3 years and nothing bad has happened to him. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
Cool. Okay, Shayne.
Well, I'm not doing something as adventurous as Michael, but I'm also involved in a ministry. But I mean, it's just for my musical. But so my musical, The Big Apple, second musical, Whoop Whoop. The soundtrack is it's the first podcast where it's been out. Yeah, so that's out now, and it's currently on SoundCloud and YouTube, and I'm working on getting it other places as soon as possible. Of course, the best way to experience this music is to get the CD. So if you want to get a CD, then you can message me on my Instagram at Mr. McCatty, MRMCCATTY, and that's also where you will find the links to go stream the rest of the album and whatnot. Currently posting some more behind the scenes stuff about like how we made the songs, and so showing like the first initial ideas for the songs and then how they came to their final product. I did that last year with our first musical. It was pretty cool to kind of let people in on that process. So yeah, check out my Instagram for all the cool things that I'm doing. And that's what I got.
Shayne, let me get one of them CDs.
Yes, get a CD, The Big Apple. I will
Cool.
Yeah.
hit you up. Message me.
Sweet.
Awesome. Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram at Luke Rocksold. That's LukeRockswold. You can also follow our podcast Instagram, WAITSB Podcast. I'm not doing anything like interesting in the sense that you guys are, but I am getting ready to move to Miami. Woo! So that's pretty insane. But there might not be an episode next week, just depending on like what I have to do to kind of like get moved. We'll just see about that. So it's a big change for my life. I'm pretty nervous, but excited as well. It feels like the right time, so I'm going to go for it.
Cool.
So, all right. Thanks for
exciting.
listening, everybody. Follow our podcast, Instagram, once again, WAITSB Podcast. It's really fun. People have really been enjoying it a lot. So if you want to be a part of our family, go follow us on that. Thanks
We
for listening,
interact with
everybody.
y'all a lot too.
Yeah,
interact with you guys.
there's been a lot of interactions lately. It's really fun. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody. And outro music.